Tate bragged about pimping girls, even at 15 years. On camera, not once but multiple times, and sold his methods to other guys.
It's all political. You're just letting them win with political persecution, okay? But this time they're actually guilty. It's like, so what? He's one of ours.
Oh yeah, so what if this African migrant trafficked and hundreds of white women? So what if he trafficked 15-year-old girls? So what? He's one of us. He's based. He agrees with me. So what? So what, guy? So what, guy? He's one of you. He's a guy just like you. You need to accept more Andrew Tates in your countries. These guys are based. These guys don't like feminism just like you. Let them freely in your countries. I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a controversial opinion for some of you, but I actually don't really give a f*** that the African migrant rapist is based. I don't give a f*** if he agrees with me on some political issues. It doesn't matter because he's still a criminal, he's still a rapist. I don't give a f*** that he's supposedly pro-white. I still want him to get by the law. Is this what the pro-white right does now? They defend African racists because these African racists are saying that they don't want other African racists in Europe, in the West? Like, what the f is wrong with you people? Like, unironically, what is wrong with you?
Some guy in the chat says, oh yeah, excellent work sexually exploiting women. You're gay, bro. You're gay. They're being exploited. Just stop with that shit. Women are not exploited. Those poor whores. Oh, those poor whores. They just need to be treated right. And they make their the whore. In my view, they're being sexually exploited. They're selling their bodies. They're whores.
Your women are just guy. Your women are just this black man is innocent. He did nothing wrong. It's your women. Your women are just disgusting. It's the women's fault. The future is gonna be brown. Let the black men your white women, guy. I responded to this clip on Twitter saying, if Sneeko said this about the women that got raped by Muslims and African migrants, you would be calling him a brown third world anti-white invader. And I think a lot of people didn't really understand what exactly I was saying here. I wasn't trying to defend Sneeko with this comment. The point that I was making is that if Sneeko said exactly what Fuentes said in this clip, you would all be rightfully calling him out. But because it's not Sneeko, because it's Fuentes saying this, because it's Fuentes that's defending a black guy raping and sexually trafficking a bunch of white women, all of a sudden all of you retards have no problem with it, and all of you are agreeing with him because it's Fuentes. That's the point that I was making.
You have to understand, selling your body is easy. If you're a woman and you don't want to work and you want your independence and you don't want to like commit to a man or something, selling your body is the easiest way to level up in society. It's literally the easiest way. Don't sympathize with them. Women, I mean, they could work hard or they could sell their body. They could invest in a man and, you know, really take care of their man and commit to their man, or they could sell their body.
This is exactly what the Muslims in the UK were saying about the victims of the grooming gangs. They were literally saying that it's their fault, but they're and that they wanted it. And the idea that these women decided to sell their bodies because it's such an easy way to level up in life, that's not what happened, and Fuentes knows that that's not what happened. This guy's lying. Tate is on camera admitting that he is the one that somehow magically convinced all of these women to just start prostituting themselves for him. He admits that he was keeping all of their money. He admits that he was making these women do things that they did not want to do, and he also says that he figured out a way to make it so that these women can't run away.
I created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this, allowed me to retain 100% control of their income. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away. In the pimp game, you need to learn how to control her and retain her. You need to make her do as you say, and you have to keep her. You have to keep her regardless, in spite of the fact that you cheat, you're busy, you take all her money, you make her do something she doesn't want to do, and she still has to stay with you. You take all her money, you make her do something she doesn't want to do.
Why would this guy need to figure out a way to stop these women from running away? If these girls wanted to be there and they wanted to be doing what they were doing. Why is this guy saying that he was making these women do things that they didn't want to do? Why is he saying that he was taking all of their money? Everyone was telling me that this guy was helping these women get rich. No, Andrew Tate is being attacked by the Matrix because he's just so famous and he's so popular. And because he's against feminism, he said that women can drive. Oh yeah, of course, yes, of course. That's so much easier to believe than this guy just being a retarded African. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. And by the way, these clips come from a course that Andrew Tate was selling to other men, where he was teaching these other men how they too can traffic women and get them to prostitute themselves on a webcam so that the man can get rich. He was selling this course on his website called cobratate.com, and on the front page he writes that at one point, he had 75 girls working for him, and that every single one of them were his girlfriends. And not only that, at the end he also writes that none of these women were in the adult entertainment industry before they met him. And what's so funny about this to me is that there are grown men, fully developed grown men, but we look at this and unironically believe that Andrew Tate is just so good with women, but he can not only have 75 girlfriends at the same time, but he can also convince all of these women to become prostitutes just so that they could make him a bunch of money. There are grown men that unironically believe that. And by the way, one of this guy's students, one of Andrew Tate's students and apparently friends, a Romanian guy by the name of Vlad Obu, this guy is also being investigated for the exact same crimes that Andrew Tate is being investigated. What a funny and totally random coincidence.
It's true that you and your brother made money from video chat studios?
No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. I first became a multimillionaire by running a webcam studio.
How long ago was your webcam business?
Yeah, so I stopped having any involvement with it. I think 8 to 9 years ago I stopped. When Corona came, I scaled it back up, right? So I got 20 more girls online. We scaled that back up to $300,000 or $400,000 a month. So I got back into the game hard. I helped women with the tax side. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax, but you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax.
Oh, no. This guy's so clearly not a retarded criminal that uploaded videos of himself admitting to the crimes that he was committing. No, he's being attacked by the Matrix because he's just so based.
I have met beautiful women with a good personality and thought she will make me money. I have to this bitch. I don't want to have sex with her. I just need the money.
I am accused of helping my friends get big on TikTok.
I'm accused of helping my friends get big on TikTok, bro. That's unironically the biggest reason why I'm so confident that this guy is guilty of literally everything that he is being accused of. The explanations that he gives us as to why this is happening to him are so nonsensical, they're so stupid, but it convinces me 100% that he is guilty of literally everything that they are accusing him of. Everything that they say about him, I believe everything is true. If he at the very least gave us an explanation that makes sense, an explanation that is believable, maybe then I would be on the fence and maybe then I wouldn't be so confident that he is guilty. But these retarded lies are very telling that first of all he is not that smart, and but yeah, he is actually guilty of all of these crimes. And to all the guys that are saying that it's bullshit that these women can accuse the Tates after 10 years and get them arrested, do you guys also believe that the victims of the grooming gangs in the UK shouldn't be allowed to accuse their rapists and get them arrested either? What happened to these victims of the grooming gangs also happened like 10 years ago. It also happened a long time ago. Do you think that they shouldn't be allowed to accuse anyone? Do you think that they'll should just be allowed to get away? Because I don't, actually. On the right, I was under the impression that people are fully aware that the UK government was completely incompetent or just straight up decided to do nothing to help the victims of the grooming gangs. So why is it so difficult to believe that the UK government was incompetent when it comes to helping Andrew Tate's victims in the UK? Why is that so hard to believe? And even this idea that Andrew Tate is just so based. Andrew Tate is not that based. This guy folded like the biggest bitch. After he went in a club with Nick Fuentes, Clavicular, Sneeko, and Fresh and Fit, and one of them played Kanye's Hell Hitler song, it became news, everyone was talking about that, and then this guy goes on a podcast and is all like, it wasn't me, I had nothing to do with it, I was just there, it was Sneeko, Sneeko played the song, stop blaming me. Are you serious? It's one thing when the average person, when a civilian has to apologize for doing something like this, because obviously that person's life can easily be destroyed. Andrew Tate is not the average person. Andrew Tate is an influencer with an army of Indians and over $100 million. And this guy folded like an absolute bitch. Because of what? Because the Jews were offended? Are you serious? Literally no one else folded except for Andrew Tate. Fuentes did not fold, Myron did not fold, Sneeko did not fold, Clavicular did not fold.
I'm not sorry. I do not apologize for what I did. I would do it again today. You can ban me from clubs, you can shit talk me on Instagram, but I'm not sorry about any of it. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Do not feel bad. Nothing.
Andrew Tate is literally the only guy that folded. The guy that is supposed to be hyper masculine, the guy that's supposed to stand up to the Matrix. This guy folded because some Jews were offended. That's the guy that's so based, that's the guy that's on your side. Okay. The last time I can think of when Andrew Tate did do something extremely based is when he did a stream where he rug pulled his viewers 4 different times in one stream. And I'm not saying this just to be funny. I genuinely believe that Andrew Tate scamming his own viewers, his own supporters, the people that still believe that this guy is innocent, that this guy is helping young men, the people that still have not realized that this guy is just a crook and a scammer. Those people getting scammed by him 4 times in one stream, that is not only extremely based, it's also 100% justified and 100% deserved. Those people 100% deserve to get scammed. With that being said, if you're someone that's defending Andrew Tate, whether it's because you're actually retarded or whether it's because you know that he's guilty but you just defend him because you think that he's pro-white, he's helping us against the left, he's helping us against Israel, against all of these other migrants, you don't get to call yourself pro-white. You are not actually pro-white. You are not pro-white, you're not pro-Western, you are not pro-European races, you are literally defending an African racist, trafficking and European women. You do realize that that's literally what the left does, right? It's the left that defends African criminals in Western countries. It's the left that does that, and here your retards are doing the exact same thing, except your reasoning is different. Okay, it doesn't really matter that the reasoning, that the rationale is different. At the end of the day, you are both defending African criminals, African racists in the West.